All right, so who's going to start this off?
I'll start.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
I'd say welcome back, but I wasn't here before, so welcome. Now, these two clowns, they are returning members of the Wellhouse.
Yes, we've actually, we stopped filming probably, 6 months ago?
Yeah.
About, yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. Well, no. No. I think I've had it like three times in between.
No, we can blame everything on COVID.
Well,
I mean, that's
true.
just like, it's like, was it COVID?
Yeah. No, I don't know. It wasn't COVID.
Ice storm.
Bouncing
it was
from
a medical
place to place
situation
in a medical situation,
Yeah,
kind of
that's
just
fine.
through.
I didn't mean to make it uncomfortable.
Well, the medical situation wasn't for me. I didn't. I'm. Never mind.
Okay, it's alright. Totally different topic.
Way totally different topic, especially where I was fixing to go with it.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So maybe we should tell people what this podcast is about. So, general, who are we? What are we doing?
I'll let Danielle
Take the
introduce
floor.
herself.
Who are we really? Who even knows? I don't know. So the whole, we brought Christina in because we want to take a different direction with the podcast.
It needed a different direction, actually.
A little refresh, if you will. And we are going to keep it very real estate related. And we may or may not have guests. We'll see how that goes. And
We have a sound guy.
we do have
We have a sound guy and a videographer who is going to help with editing. So if we accidentally say a cuss word, he'll be able to bleep it out. But we may throw in our own bleeps, our own bleepity bleep bleeps, like that.
Because the words won't be accidental.
No, I've already caught myself once because I was
Yes.
going to say badass.
Well, you are badass.
No, I just did.
It's okay.
I was going to
Ass
say
is
bottom the
okay.
badass sonographer.
Yes.
I think ass is an appropriate word. I think we're
Yes.
okay with that. I don't think
And I
we
live in the country.
Meanwhile,
so,
he's thinking, I got to bleep all this stuff out.
So I've got.
Nobody doesn't charge by the word. It's
Oh.
gonna be bad. We're gonna be.
Y'all, I have to pay him.
Oh, sweet! If she's paying.
Cuss a lot.
So let's kind of say like what we do and who we work for, and so that way people know that we are really legit.
To quit.
Yeah, no, we're too legit.
Too legit.
I'm sorry,
3 legit.
3 legit
They've
to quit.
been working on that all morning, so they had
3
to,
legit.
They had to
3
figure out a way
legit
to,
to quit. Hey. 3 legit.
They had to figure out a way to throw that in.
Oh yeah.
It was gonna happen.
We'll take a vote later. Whoever wants to vote for that as being one of our new names. So
Don't
Danielle.
vote for that. Don't.
So I am Danielle Barber. I work for a company called Texas Classic Insurance. I am an insurance broker, which means basically I will shop all of your insurance for you and get you in the right place for your insurance needs.
So that's home,
Auto, commercial, motorcycle, boat, RV, all the things except
jewelry,
for health and life.
personal property.
Yep. All
But
those
your company
things.
does do life insurance, just not you personally.
We do not
Y'all
actually
don't?
touch life or health, but we send it out. Sorry, I'm muting my watch.
And you said commercial too.
We do a commercial. The only one we send out, we partner with a life and health company.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to go next?
Sure, why not? Johnny Wells with the Wells Inspection Group. I work for myself
Okay.
because over the years, I just got tired of working for other people.
Amen.
Now, if I was going to be mad at somebody, it might as well be me. So,
My boss is a jerk.
Exactly. I mean, that makes it so much easier and a lot less headaches. I don't have an HR department,
Yeah.
so
there you go.
it works out well.
That's funny. So what kind of inspections do you do? Tell us more.
Oh,
but
goodness.
Tell the camera that
Tell
wants
the
to look at your
camera right
beautiful
there.
face.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I hate looking at the cameras. But
Okay.
anyway, we do all kinds of different, various inspections. Home inspections, well, septics, environmental, pools. You name it, we probably do it. And if we
New
don't,
home face builds.
yes, phase inspections. Basically, anything that has to deal with building a home, buying a home, selling a home, we do it. Whether it be construction-wise or environmental.
Okay. So, and we'll, as we go through episodes, we're going to dive deeper on each of these topics. We're going to do a frequently asked questions. So we'll take a poll and see what people want to learn about, what your questions are. And then that way we can have our podcast be a little bit more related to those structured or general topics, basically. So we'll get some ideas together, put it out there. Y'all can vote. Let us know what you want to hear about. And then we'll pepper in some funny stories.
Definitely vote, because you're going to have to keep us in check.
Hold us accountable. We like accountability. So I'm Cristina Calk. I work for First United Mortgage Group. I've been in lending for 20 years now. And yes, this is my natural hair color. It's gray. I love it. See it? And I do residential loans for homes. I can do construction loans, refinances, purchases, technically all over the United States, but I prefer to stick to local, like Texas stuff, because I know the contracts better, I know the laws, but I'm happy to help whoever needs me. And if there's something I can't do, whether it's commercial or an investment property under an LLC, I have contacts for that kind of stuff that I can refer you out to. So, cool.
Sweet.
3 legit to quit.
3 legit.
And again.
So, we thought it would be funny. For Christmas, my assistant had gotten me these little cards, and they're so hilarious. And it's about inner peace. I'm blurring out the middle word, but it starts with an F, so you can figure that out. But they have these hilarious little sayings on them, and some of them we would have to bleep out, but others we don't. So I'm going to read one. Don't phone it in. Show up and throw it down. Words of encouragement.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah,
Go, Johnny, go.
All right. 0 fox given.
Yeah. FOX.
I did say
Good job.
fox.
Good job.
I might not have enunciated that very well, because something else almost came out. But it also says, and you're cute as hell.
Oh, you are cute as hell. Aw. It's a little fox. See it? Zoom in. Cameraman, zoom in. Zoom out. Zoom in. It's okay.
And mine is, to become more fluid, add wine. To chill, try an ice cube. Super fitting.
That is so funny.
I love my wine.
So we'll we'll do some of these just to, spice it up. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's nice little...
little pep talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, be our inspiration.
Inspiration for the day.
And our topic this month, being February, is Valentine's Day. Ooh la la. So, do y'all do anything special for Valentine's Day? Like, do you have any traditions?
I'm the world's worst about remembering much of anything. I was actually supposed to make reservations for me and my wife tonight.
Supposed to.
Keyword.
Yeah,
yes.
I caught it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
And now what?
Hence the word supposed to.
And
yeah. So yes.
How big is your doghouse?
I'm gonna have to go to a construction loan. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
But I need to go to that second floor. I need some some added room here. But yeah, so I was I failed miserably.
Oh.
So he's gonna buy her a vacation later.
But
nice.
I do love
She
my
loves
wife.
vacations.
But yes, and she gets busy, I get busy, and
We're not talking about that.
Okay. Just want to talk about my failures in life.
No.
Cool.
In a nutshell. Oh.
What?
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Okay. Oh, no. Not saying no.
Okay, that's cool. No, but so you still have, today's the 10th. No, don't say what the day is, because we don't know when this is going to be posted.
I don't even
You may have to cut this part out.
This
now,
is
like, crap.
It's pre-Valentine's Day right
It's
now.
pre-Valentine's.
Okay.
Just for, the viewers.
Okay.
It's pre-Valentine's. But I did fail to make reservations like I was supposed to do. I feel...
wonk.
I know. It's one of my many failures. Thank you very much.
It's okay. You know what? Every day is another day that you can improve on yourself And
I can't go backwards. I mean,
right, exactly. The past is the
improving is
past.
the only direction
So
I've
just-
got left in life.
A little bit of improvement is improvement, so that's good.
I mean, my husband told me last night that he would give me my credit card so I could go buy myself flowers.
that's nice.
Nice.
Wait,
Should have thought of that.
dude.
Because if I would have thought of that originally, then I wouldn't have forgot anything. I
Yeah.
could have just done that. Matter of fact, I may just have to.
Okay,
No, it's too late for
let
me.
me give
Sorry.
you a tip. Okay, so you have an Android iPhone. What do you have?
It's Android.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, the iPhone.
Yeah. All right, we're cool.
Yeah.
So there's a calendar on there, and then it has like you can put it on your calendar, and then you can set a reminder, and you can customize it so many days in advance, so many hours in advance, minutes. So I think that would be. I mean, I know this is like top-notch technology, but I'm just saying. Next year.
I'm
Put it
going-
on there for next
Opportunity
year.
for growth.
I'm going to go ahead and throw myself under the bus even farther. I did set a
Oh
reminder.
goodness, you still didn't do it.
And
You didn't hit the snooze button?
He
I
probably
hit
hit
a-
dismiss.
I've hit a lot of snooze buttons in my life.
Yeah, that's all
I
right.
mean, a lot of our conversations, I don't remember.
Oh,
He just said in there he remembers every
that's true.
conversation.
He did say that.
I remember when I'm being
A smart butt.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I almost said it.
It's all
It's
right.
going to be a challenge.
It's
Gonna
okay.
be- yeah, it's
We're
gonna
going to
challenging.
be re-triggering all kinds of pathways in our brains.
Well, yeah,
that'll make us
because
smarter.
during the previous podcast, we really didn't edit anything. We didn't try to.
No, in fact, the more we
yeah.
cussed, the more our donation went up.
Yeah, because we actually
Yeah.
had a donation box.
So I thought that was a great idea. Last year when they did the podcast, they had a swear jar, and then money went in the swear jar, and then that was donated to charity. Full disclosure, the company that I work for is a Christian-based company, and they know that we're humans and we're gonna, say what we say, and they know I'm kind of a rogue, wild gal. But we're gonna rein it in just a little bit, just in case, because we want the company to.
Yes, we don't
Love what we do.
And we don't
We
want to
don't,
offend
we don't want
anybody.
to offend anybody.
We don't want to.
Truly.
Yeah, we want to make you laugh, though.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we could do that
Yeah.
just like Will Smith. He didn't have to cuss in his records.
He did not cuss.
That's
true.
that is so interesting.
He promised his grandma.
Aw.
I won't tell you what Eminem said, but
I will Google it. I will Google it. So, do you do anything special for Valentine's Day on the regular?
We always go out to dinner every year. My husband
'Cause
is
you're a
very
crazy person,
sweet.
but-
We don't go Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
That is just not. We don't do
That's not smart.
Valentine's Day
Yeah.
that night. But we do go out every year. In fact, my husband actually proposed to me on Valentine's
Aw.
5 years ago.
So sweet.
Or is it 6 years ago? We've been married 5 years. Oh my gosh. Because we got married, he proposed Valentine's Day, and we got married 3 months later. So
Nice.
we'd already been together a long time.
A million
so,
years, yeah.
So yeah, we always go out to dinner, and we usually go to Lucille's, which is one of my
Oh, I
favorite
love that
restaurants
place.
in Fort Worth, which is where he proposed. So yeah, Lucille's, if you're watching, please bring back the beef tips.
Hashtag.
Is that on my camera? Sorry.
Hashtag not sponsored, right? That's what we're
Not
supposed to say.
sponsored.
yes.
Um,
yeah.
But
Just please
we,
bring back the beef tips.
we will accept sponsorships if anyone's interested. We'd love to.
We can be bought.
Everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price.
My price is a lot lower than everybody else's, though, I'm sure.
So, crazy story. And it's kind of a running joke in our household. My husband, the cameraman, Simon, doesn't think it's really funny, but I think it's hilarious. So, our first Valentine's Day, we were dating, so no hanky-panky. You're welcome, parents. And then the second Valentine's Day we were together, we were newly married, like a month and like a week or something like that. And I had been working, which this sounds hilarious to say now because I work a lot more and a lot harder, but back then, this felt like a long time, but I was working 4 10-hour days, and with the drive time and all that, I was gone for 12 plus hours. And again, we were newly married, so I come home and I'm just exhausted. I mean, doing mortgages is a mentally exhausting job, even though it's not a physical job. And we get home, and he had made, I don't know if he made lasagna or something like that. And
It's always Italian.
Yeah, so we kind of have, yeah.
Because I made manicotti the first time.
Yes,
Rachel made it.
No, I made it.
You made it?
Rachel set up the table.
Okay.
So his sister we had gone to the museum, and then when we came back, his sister had set up this little table for us to have dinner at, and it had like my gift that he had gotten me and stuff like that, and then I made manicotti. Anyway, so we decided that we were always going to have Italian food on Valentine's Day, but we didn't want to go out to a restaurant to do it, so we'd always just make it homemade. So I'm freaking exhausted, and I was like, I just want to eat and go to bed, and he's like, okay. And I was like, peace out. So I went to bed.
No hanky-panky on
No hanky-panky on that one. So then the next year, I was
200% pregnant.
200%. I was 200% pregnant.
I mean, she was like 2 weeks from having a baby.
Yeah. So I was out to here. I don't know what we had. Spaghetti. Who cares? And I kind of looked at him again. I'm like, he's like, forget it. And so then the joke started of, our tradition is that we have Italian food and no sex. Like, and a few years ago he's like, it's not really a tradition and we don't really have to stick to it. And I'm like,
I wanted a burger.
Nice.
So anyway,
The funny thing is that the mic's not picking me up very much.
oh well, you can.
And you're the closest one to it.
Well, that's unfortunate because that was fun.
That was fun.
That
He
was
wanted
great.
a burger.
Great.
So, but this year for Valentine's Day, we are on a meal plan that doesn't allow for carbs, so we won't be eating
No
Italian food. But also, our daughters are in 4-H in a cooking class, and they're cooking lasagna. So I'm gonna go stand in another room and just pinch my nose so that I don't have to smell it. Maybe I'll sit in my car. I don't know.
Well, we won't have time to cook it there, so it'll have to come home and be cooked.
Oh, thank you.
Otherwise, we'll be there all night. Because
Okay.
lasagna takes about an hour to cook anyway.
Thank
Right?
you, Jesus.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm looking to the experts.
Yeah.
I haven't
No,
made
he's like,
lasagna in a while.
no.
We are making
It-
true
it takes a
Italian
while.
lasagna, but
Okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better because that was going to be sad for me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. I've lost almost 14 pounds.
Nice.
Look at you go. I was on a run and then I went on a cruise and then I gained 4 on the cruise. Which, if you look at the average amount, people
That was
gain
good.
15 or 12 pounds, 12 to 15 pounds on a cruise. I
That's
only
a
gained
lot.
4, so a win-win for me. But
Yeah.
those 4 pounds are hard to come off right now.
How many pounds
12 to 15 on the average.
for
On a
like?
cruise.
Like a 7-day cruise?
I mean, I'm
Surely.
thinking it had to be
Surely.
a 30-day cruise to get that much.
No. They feed you constantly.
Constantly. And it's
Constantly.
really
No, they
good
don't.
food.
Well,
There's
It's not
always-
like somebody's sitting there shoveling it in their face.
well, but they
You
have
have
that,
to eat it.
they have that 24-hour pizza place, and
I'm not
that
saying they
place
don't have it
was-
available,
Yeah.
but they're not
And it's-
feeding you.
And that
Free.
pizza is
It's
incredible.
good. Yeah, it's good,
It's
especially when it's
pizza.
fresh. Okay, we gotta stop. We
Yeah.
gotta
We
stop.
derailed
All right,
that.
I'm gonna
I'll
We
drink
did.
one.
drink my water. Okay, so
Anyway, so we're here today doing basically our reboot of
revitalization.
Yeah.
and today or this month just happens to be February.
Yeah.
So it's Valentine's Day. So we're here to basically reintroduce ourselves, introduce Christina, and
Say why we love
why
real
we
estate.
love real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Who wants to go first? Johnny.
Oh, there
Wow.
you go.
Because you're so emotional and,
Yeah.
in check with your
Do you remember
feelings.
the story I just told about the
I know.
reservations and all
Tell
that?
us why you love real estate.
Oh, God.
Or what you love about like
I tell you
the
what,
part
yeah.
that you
it's,
do.
well, right, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because I don't love insurance, that's for nerds. But
Okay then, tell us how you really feel.
Here it is.
anyway,
It's fine.
mine's not really a love for real estate. It's love for helping people.
Don't steal my lines, man. Okay, but go ahead.
Sorry.
We didn't script this out, so he wouldn't know my lines.
Exactly. So, but anyway,
Exactly.
it's mine's kind of different than yours. So we'll
Okay,
go there.
okay, okay.
But mine's about educating people about their house. Not about
that
their
was
loans.
my line.
Damn it.
Okay. Well.
All right, no, that's
cut
close.
it. We're done.
No, I'm kidding.
But anyway.
Okay, let's do this. Raise your hand if you like helping people. Okay. Raise your hand if you like educating people about what you do. Raise your hand if you think real estate's a good investment. Man, we're good. Okay, go.
All right,
I'm
show's
sorry.
over.
Peace. No, I'm kidding.
But anyway, as you know, it's educating people about their house, not just about what they're buying at that moment. The things that I could teach them that they're going to take from this house to their next house, to their next house. And hopefully they're contacting you to buy those next houses and you for the insurance. How do you like that segment?
Yeah, I like that.
Did I make
that
up
was
for
good.
it?
That was totally
great.
good. Yeah, yeah. So when you are educating people on, because we talk about home inspections a lot when I'm talking through mortgages with people, and I'll say, inspections are nitpicky by nature. That's what you're paying for. You want them to look at everything. And so I don't want a copy of that thing because it's going to be, picking the house apart. But in your experience, when you show people, it's deficient or whatever, is that kind of the opportunity that you have to educate them on, like, yes, it's deficient because nothing's going to be perfect.
Right.
But here's the remedy.
Yeah. Excuse me. Exactly. That's the point of education. That's whether it's deficient or not, even if it's borderline, I will tell them, hey, this is what's going on with your house. This is what's going on with your particular system, whether it be like an HVAC or electrical panel, whatnot. This is what caused it. This is what you can do to avoid that in the future.
I like it.
You want to make sure that, preventative maintenance, things like that. You don't want to ignore problems.
No.
I go into houses, and I won't say that, some sellers are ignoring stuff because I don't know their story.
They may just not be aware.
They may not be aware. They may not be capable. But I always try to teach everybody. Once you start seeing something, it's not going to disappear. It's just going to continue to get worse.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you plan for that. Anything like, especially water related.
Yes.
Last 3 years we've had ice storms. Water has been the biggest issue. Freezing plumbing, lines, pools being damaged. All these, don't mean to say that and you're getting a pool. But anyway, you want to protect that type of equipment. We go in, most people in Texas don't think, well, it's Texas. Well, over the last 4 years, you want to insulate those above ground plumbing lines.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you put heat strips, whatever you need to put on there to keep those things warm because they will crack. That pool will freeze.
I have a guy for that.
And he also makes lasagna.
He makes lasagna.
He does all the things.
He does all the things. So
he's pretty great.
He is great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. You want to go next?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm about to throw it in your face.
Hey, throw it down. Yeah. Own it.
So I kind of fell into insurance. I was 37, 38. I can't remember at this point. And I was selling lipstick. And my brother had told me since I was young, like probably in high school, you need to go into sales when you get older. And I was like, I'm not doing sales. No way. If I had only listened to him, it would have been
a millionaire right now.
probably gazillionaire.
Yeah,
one of those.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I was selling lipstick, I was working in education. I was in education for 10 years. Was not a teacher, God bless y'all and everything you do. But I did work in the administrative side of things, but I did have a training, my work revolved around training adults, basically. And so whenever I got into insurance, I'm like pulling it apart. I'm learning all these different things that I just thought were super cool. And if you know my accidental prone background, you know that I've had a lot of experience with insurance, more than most people should. And so whenever I was teaching people about their insurance, I would always give them something relatable. Like, I've flooded out my house before with my bathtub. I mean, who does that? But it's...
Yeah, not very many people, I would think. You're special.
It is. I've also backed into my house with my truck, with the tailgate down. I mean, I've done so many things. Backed into the tree in my yard.
Maybe you should stop trying to back up. Just drive forward.
I mean, I've also rear-ended people, so... Forward, backwards, it doesn't matter. I have a lot of really good examples, okay?
Sideways.
So, one of my things whenever I'm talking to clients is, never be afraid to ask me what you think may be a silly question, because I'm going to be able to relate to it because I've probably done it. So
I can't imagine what your premiums are right now.
That's
actually they're really low because I haven't had an accident in like 10 years.
Better knock on this whatever. I
Like it.
would.
Laminate?
Yeah.
I don't know. So
a stud here, so
what I really love about what I get to do is educating my clients on how and why to use their insurance. I think insurance is amazing. I know that a lot of people don't feel the same way about insurance, but in the event your house burns down, you're going to be super grateful for that insurance company.
Yeah.
So I pray that never happens to anybody, but it does. And I'm grateful that there are companies there that are able to swoop in and pick up the pieces in those situations.
And what I find too is that people don't understand the value of insurance until they have a claim.
Correct.
Or, I'm sorry, until they have a loss and they need to file a claim, and then they're like, wait, I don't have that coverage, or, well, I thought I did, and and it's confusing. I mean, when you don't deal with it daily, you don't always know what those coverages actually mean and what they would cover, and that's why you get a policy that's 120 pages long, but nobody reads it. They probably don't even open the envelope that it comes in because they're like,
It's great nighttime reading material.
Yeah,
I don't know why anybody wouldn't read that.
If you need to go to sleep, it's kind of like your deed of trust.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, and those will be some things that we'll touch on a little bit more, just, different coverages and stuff, because I'm curious too, and I love asking questions.
I had a guy yesterday that called me and he was like, hey, I think I have a slab leak. Am I covered for that? And I always go into like my personal files to look at where I put them with first before I'm like, ooh, glad he went with the more expensive policy. I was like, yes, sir, you're covered. Built into your policy. But the other option he was debating between had no slab leak coverage.
There you go.
And I was like, so grateful that he went with the more expensive option.
Yeah, and that's always a good time to be like, aren't you glad that we did it this way? And they can be like, yes, I am. And I think that helps with future decisions too. So
absolutely.
So I'll talk about why I love real estate, why I love my job. Kind of like Danielle, I fell into mortgage. When I was in college, I met some guys that were doing seller financed homes, and they asked if I could attend this meeting with them, and then they said, can you help me with some, contracts and paperwork stuff? And so I just kind of learned a little bit about, what they do. And they said, you should go get your loan officer license because I think you'd be a really good loan officer. And I love math and problem solving. And I was going to UNT, majoring in psychology, minoring in criminal justice because I know, right? If y'all weren't scared of me before. But my goal was to become a criminal psychologist and work for the FBI. And I wanted to write books about serial killers.
I have so many more questions.
I know, right? And so I was like, yeah, I can do that. Because really, I've always had this mentality of I can do anything just shy of brain surgery. But if you gave me a really good manual, I could probably do brain surgery.
There's a YouTube on it, I'm sure.
I'm sure there is. Yeah. So,
Johnny?
You think you could?
No, think I could do it or
No,
I need it?
I was thinking we could experiment on you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks. Okay. So anyway.
I think I damaged mine a little bit more on Friday. I'm not quite with it there.
It's all right. Waking up. So I went to the real estate school for loan officers, and this was back when you had to go to a class. You couldn't just do it online because we all had dial up, and so I got my license and I started working for a broker, and I went into this office and I just felt like I needed to take a shower when I walked out of there. Everybody was just sleazy, and they were all driving these really expensive cars, and their hair was all greased back, and I was just like, I don't like this. So I went to work for another broker. Same kind of thing, just wasn't feeling it. And then I met my husband, and his dad had some connections with some people at Countrywide and got me an interview, and that's kind of when my career really started. And as I was, falling in love with my husband and we were picking out names for our children and all that kind of stuff, I thought, working for the FBI and meeting with serial killers probably isn't a great job for a wife and mother. So I thought I was going to do mortgages for 5 years. And then I was going to finish my degree. Well, I was going to simultaneously finish my degree and just do, therapy for people and Then I started making pretty decent money and started going to school a little bit less. And here we are, 20 years later.
The magic has happened.
Yeah, and we have lots of children, and I'm not a psychologist, but psychology has really helped because mortgages are a very emotional transaction. And while it can be very financially rewarding, for me, my love language is words of affirmation. So I like people going, "Oh, you're so good at what you do. You're so smart. Thank you for your help." Da, 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 da. And that fills my cup. And so in doing this, I can educate people. I can help them, give them, advice on the mortgage. Even if we're not doing a mortgage for them, I can help them with credit plans, and advise them long term. And then, it's just, it's fulfilling in so many ways. And it gives me the flexibility to work from anywhere that I have a phone and a computer. And, and I meet cool people like you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Legit. It's all right. You're funny.
You're pretty awesome.
You're pretty awesome.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean,
even if you did forget to make Valentine's reservations.
It's all right.
Yeah.
There's always
had to
next
go
year.
ahead, yeah, she had to go ahead and throw that back out there again, didn't she?
So, when's your anniversary?
Well, it depends on which one you.
Just any of them. Throw any of them out there.
Well, we met on.
Valentine's Day.
No, it was.
That would have been funny though.
It was actually February 10th. Is when we actually.
That's today. Oh crap! Again. Sorry. That's this month too.
That's why this keeps getting digger.
I know, and that's why I failed to make the reservations.
Oh,
Our first date.
Do I need to make some phone calls?
Try to get him into it.
I got contacts.
It's too late.
I can get you a Taco Casa at 7:30.
Sold.
A booth in the back.
A booth in the back. All right, excellent. Taco Casa, booth in the back. It's
dreamy.
Carbs.
but no, yeah.
He's like, he might be sweating over there right now.
I tell you, yeah, because I feel bad.
No,
But,
as you should.
And I should. I know. I should. Now, I'm not even going to go any further. But anyway, our first date was February 14th, which was, and it was totally accidental. It wasn't even planned.
Yeah.
Because when I asked
Johnny's
her,
not paying attention to a calendar.
Exactly. So this is nothing new. Okay. So that we did our first date on Valentine's Day, and it was terrible.
Aww.
I'll go ahead and throw it out there. It was bad.
We should watch this.
No, she will watch it. She will comment on it. She will
share it, and she'll say, "See,
Yes.
I told you guys."
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I mean, everybody knows me. They know.
That's so funny.
I'm terrible with dates. That's the biggest thing. I'm horrible.
It's all right.
It's okay. We all have our strengths and our
Well, the whole thing
weaknesses.
is, if it wasn't for like my job, I get text messages, I get emails, I get all kinds of different
notifications.
And I set mine up differently. My other inspector, he'll get one text message, he'll get one email. No, I get 5 of each.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I will forget something. Because there's so many other things in between that kind of just pull me in different directions. I'm not making excuses. Even though it sounds like I am, because subliminally I am making excuses.
But the thing is, if you know that about yourself and you're identifying it and saying, "Hey, I need 5 reminders so that I know I get this done," then that's a win.
Reminders, yeah.
So
I have to have it.
So what I learned too is that, and I don't think iPhones can do this, but you know how you can pin a text message to the top?
Mm-hmm.
So
They can do that.
Oh, okay. But y'all are behind because we were doing.
They copied Android.
Yeah, we were able to do it first.
I don't care who
Okay.
did it.
So
Android technology.
Everything iPhone has, Android came out with 3 years before that.
I'm cool with that.
yeah, that's all right.
iPhone's good for doorstops,
Yeah, that's true.
coasters,
Kill a bug with it.
Oh yeah, lots of things. So
defend yourself when you're being mugged, because it's only worth throwing.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so
Hashtag not sponsored by Android.
yeah. Hashtag not
Or
sponsored.
clearly Apple.
So what I would do, because I used pre-COVID, I was always in the car, and if I did not pin that message to the top, I would totally forget to get back to people and stuff like that. So then, obviously, COVID, we're home a lot more, but the pinning still helps. But now what I do is if someone says, we're going to talk, or, let's talk at this time, I give them the time options, this is when I'm available, and then I have them confirm which one it is, and then I say, great, thanks. I will add it to my calendar now, and I will call you then. So I put the ball in my court that I'm going to call them, because before, I used to be like, okay, and I'd wait, and I wouldn't take any other calls, so other people are going to voicemail and stuff like that, and I found that wasn't super efficient for me. But also, I noticed that if I didn't say, I'm putting it in my calendar now, I would forget to put it in my calendar, which is so dumb, because it's like, they don't know what I'm over here doing, but
we're all three action-oriented people, so we remember we're really good about implementing action versus words. Like, that I definitely know about myself.
Like, I'll call you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is a 24-hour time span. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So,
What time tomorrow? Can we hone that in?
Yeah.
Is this a cable appointment?
yes, I'll be there from 8 a.m. to 8
24-hour
p.m.
window.
Yes. So no, that's good. But yeah. So to kind of like bring this all together, because we're all over the place.
Yeah.
One of our goals is to have some interaction with you guys, giving us some feedback on what you want to learn about, what questions you have, whether it's specific fields. Heck, if it's our personal life, obviously we're open books over here. So we're happy to share that information. And then we're going to do some different, we'll do the podcast. We're going to do a couple of reels and shorts and things like that. So you'll get lots of our beautiful faces, and
Hopefully lots of valuable information.
just do that. No? Yeah, I'll do it for you. Okay, there you go. So cute.
I'll zoom in on that.
Okay.
Thanks.
So we'll have these posted. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, subscribe and like and all those things, get notifications. And then our handy dandy cameraman, sound guy, is going to create an Instagram account. And I think that's it.
We'll cross-post it on all the places.
Yeah. So you'll find us, right?
Yeah, exactly. Please ask questions. Give us feedback. That's huge.
Yes.
We want, because we do get off on a tangent, as you saw here. So with the more information and more interaction that we have with our audience, however many that might be.
I'll send them.
Yeah, 7. I don't know. I think we lost those 7.
Oh no, we'll get 7 new ones.
But we have to try to stay on course.
And we really do want to bring y'all valuable,
Yes.
useful information that will help you with your job as well.
Yeah.
So
with
then-
some comic relief, because you have to have that in life.
And maybe
We have to have
Because
that in
we're
our
nuts.
lives.
maybe we'll do some giveaways or contests.
maybe.
That's something worth thinking about.
Yeah.
But sorry for the people watching this one. Nothing
Yeah,
for
there
today.
wasn't a lot of agenda here except for just like
Introductions.
Yeah, making
and-
sure that our new studio is working and
It'd be funny if the microphone didn't pick up anything.
oh my goodness.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but that wasn't funny.
We
Because
should.
it's actually happened to us before.
I've got 3 different microphones going. Something
Oh,
picked y'all up.
Okay.
So you know what we
excellent.
could do is we could set up a funny jar and a not funny jar, and be like, that's not funny.
Yeah, but that was so not funny, it was funny.
Sure.
I'm gonna need my own microphone.
Oh goodness.
He might.
You can wear a lapel mic. So.
Yes.
All right. Is there like a sign off? Do y'all do like a?
Like and subscribe down below.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all I got.
Exactly. Just
And-
feel free to
If you have
comment,
suggestions,
send us messages on Facebook, whatnot. Like I said, the more interaction we get, the more value added we can give you.
Absolutely.
Because we're here to answer your questions.
yeah. And if you have any suggestions for our new podcast name, obviously we want it to tie into the fact that we are real estate professionals, but we also like funny stuff. So 3 Legit to Quit is probably in the lead right now, but
It's not in the lead. They're
Also,
lying.
3 wise asses, I think, is pretty genius.
yeah. But then people will be like, are they like the jackass people that just make all the jokes.
Yeah, I'm not that funny.
They're not funny. They just hit each other in the crotch all the time. Like, that's not funny.
Like Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do like the cup flip.
There's coffee in that.
I know. That's why it's funny.
Okay.
So, but yeah. Awkward. Yeah. And then next month is St. Patrick's Day. So if you're Irish, you definitely want to tune in. Just because I think you should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll have my Baileys on that day, maybe.
Let's do an afternoon podcast.
Yeah.
I'm okay with morning.
Okay. Nobody scheduled their home inspection on that particular day because
I have
Johnny's
another
going to be drinking.
I have another inspector.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Yeah,
So
He's out. He's actually out working right now while I'm goofing off.
there you go. He's going to be
Making the money. Okay.
all right.
Edit that out.
I'm gonna have to learn which camera to look at.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't even know which one to look at.
So I mean,
Are we in a room right now?
Yeah, we're in a room, and so basically, when you're talking, you want to.
I guess I need to be.
You want to kind of look at that one.
Like
And
if there's a time that you want to, don't look at me because y'all are still being
Yeah, sorry.
recorded thing. If there's a time,
Bossy.
It is bossy.
if there's a time that you want to talk to the audience, you look at that one.
Turn and look at the
If,
camera.
if you want to talk to the audience,
That
you look at
one's
this
me.
one, and you can look at this one.
Yeah, and then
Because then I can, you know.
But I sometimes was looking at that one, and sometimes I'm
Well,
looking at that
you're a
one.
little bit more just in the middle.
Mine is like.
I mean,
She's working the room over here.
Yeah, you
I
can
am.
choose because you're at that angle where you
Yeah.
can hit
Don't
either
look
one
at
of
you.
those. But me, I need to look at the one on her
Yeah.
side of the room.
Right.
She would look, and she would look at this.
Yeah.
And mine tells me
and,
you.
and,
No, it's hard. It's so hard.
so,
Don't do it.
and it's the stop.
Stop.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey, we did it!
I haven't stopped all of it.
Ow! Ow!
Oh.
What happened?